Imagine being part of one of the biggest television phenomena of all time, with a role that not only defines your career, but also influences an entire generation of viewers. Kit Harington, the actor behind Jon Snow in Game of Thrones, did exactly that. But beyond the battle cries, sword fights, and frosty landscapes of Westeros, there is a man with a rich, layered story. This is the journey of Kit Harington, from a young British boy with royal lineage to becoming one of the most recognizable faces on the global entertainment stage. Early life and family heritage. Born Christopher Catesby Harington on December 26, 1986, in Acton, London, Kit Harington hails from a prestigious and storied family. His middle name, Catesby, pays tribute to his ancestor Robert Catesby, one of the main conspirators of the infamous gunpowder plot of 1605. The Haringtons have a rich lineage that includes nobility, which adds a touch of historical intrigue to Kit's background. His father, Sir David Harington, 15th Baronet, belongs to a line of baronets dating back centuries. His mother, Deborah Jane Catesby, is a playwright and a former teacher, adding a creative flair to Kit's upbringing. Kit's fascination with acting began at an early age, influenced largely by his mother's passion for storytelling. Though he didn't initially envision a career in acting, he was always drawn to the power of storytelling, whether through books, plays, or films. This interest would eventually shape the trajectory of his life. Education and early theatrical training. Kit attended Southfield Primary School in London and later transferred to the prestigious Chantry High School in Worcester when his family moved. His early education didn't immediately reflect his future ambitions in acting. In fact, as a teenager, Kit was more interested in journalism and initially dreamed of becoming a journalist. However, the pull of the stage soon became irresistible. In 2003, Harington attended Worcester's Sixth Form College, where his passion for drama fully emerged. Inspired by a school production of Waiting for Godot, Kit realized the profound impact acting could have on him and others. His teachers saw his potential, and it wasn't long before Kit set his sights on pursuing acting professionally. After completing his secondary education, Kit enrolled at the Central School of Speech and Drama, one of the most prestigious drama schools in the UK. While studying there, Kit honed his craft, learning the nuances of stage acting, voice control, and character development. His time at the Central School would prove essential for his eventual success in television and film. Breaking into acting. War Horse. Before he became Jon Snow, Kit Harington made his professional debut in the theater world. In 2008, during his time at drama school, he landed a lead role in the National Theatre's production of War Horse, based on Michael Morpurgo's novel. The production was a huge success, drawing attention for its innovative use of puppetry to depict horses on stage. Kit's portrayal of Albert, the boy who bonds with his horse during World War I, was well received by both critics and audiences. War Horse was a massive hit and helped elevate Kit's profile within the acting community. It also prepared him for the physically demanding role of Jon Snow, as War Horse required stamina and strength due to its intense physical performance demands. Casting in Game of Thrones. In 2010, Kit Harington auditioned for the role that would change his life forever, Jon Snow, the brooding and morally complex character in HBO's adaptation of George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series. At the time, Kit had no idea just how significant this role would become. The producers of Game of Thrones were impressed with Kit's audition, especially his ability to capture Jon Snow's inner conflict and strength. After a series of auditions, Kit secured the role, and production began in 2010. Initially, the world of Westeros was still a relatively unknown quantity to most audiences. While the book series had a devoted following, the scale and ambition of Game of Thrones were unprecedented in television. For Kit, this was a leap into the unknown, but it was also the opportunity of a lifetime. As Jon Snow, Kit quickly became one of the most beloved characters in the show. Jon's journey from a member of the Night's Watch to the King in the North captivated millions of viewers worldwide. Kit's portrayal of Jon Snow was praised for its depth, vulnerability, and authenticity. He became the moral compass of the series, and his character's fate was a constant source of intrigue and speculation throughout the show's run. The phenomenon of Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones premiered in 2011, and almost immediately, it became a global sensation. Audiences were drawn to its intricate plot, complex characters, and the unpredictable nature of its storytelling. As one of the central characters, Jon Snow became a fan favorite, and Kit Harington's portrayal earned widespread acclaim. The role wasn't without its challenges. Kit had to endure long hours on set, often in harsh conditions, particularly during the show's later seasons, where much of Jon Snow's storyline took place beyond the wall in the cold and unforgiving wilderness. Kit's commitment to the role was evident, as he threw himself into the physical demands of the character, learning sword fighting and horseback riding to authentically portray Jon Snow's many battle scenes. But the emotional toll was just as significant. Jon Snow's character arc was marked by tragedy, loss, and loneliness. Kit channeled these emotions into his performance, creating a layered and compelling portrayal that resonated with audiences. His work on Game of Thrones was recognized with multiple award nominations, including several for the Primetime Emmy Awards. One of the most iconic moments in Kit Harington's career came at the end of Season 5, when Jon Snow was brutally murdered by members of the Night's Watch. Fans around the world were shocked, and speculation about Jon Snow's fate dominated the internet for months. Kit was sworn to secrecy about Jon Snow's resurrection in Season 6, leading to one of the most memorable and talked-about moments in television history when Jon Snow came back to life. As the show progressed, Kit's portrayal of Jon Snow became even more central to the overarching plot. The final season saw Jon grappling with his true identity as the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark, a revelation that had profound implications for his character and the show's storyline. Kit handled these developments with grace, delivering some of his most powerful performances in the series' final episodes. Beyond Game of Thrones, film and theater. While Game of Thrones was the role that made Kit Harington a household name, he was determined not to be typecast. During the run of Game of Thrones, Kit took on several film roles to diversify his acting portfolio. In 2014, Kit starred in Pompeii, a historical disaster film set during the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Though the film received mixed reviews, Kit's performance was praised, particularly for the physicality and emotional intensity he brought to the role of Milo, a gladiator. The film allowed Kit to further develop his action star credentials, which would serve him well in future roles. Kit also appeared in Testament of Youth, 2014, a World War I drama based on the memoirs of Vera Brittain. In the film, Kit played Roland Leighton, Vera's fiancé, who was tragically killed during the war. The film showcased Kit's range as an actor, allowing him to explore a more sensitive and emotional role compared to the rugged toughness of Jon Snow. In addition to his film work, Kit continued to return to the stage. In 2016, he starred in Dr. Faustus at the Duke of York's Theatre in London. The production was a modern adaptation of Christopher Marlowe's classic play, and Kit's portrayal of Faustus was praised for its intensity and complexity. Kit's love for the stage remained strong, and he continued to balance his television and film career with theater work. Life after Westeros, challenges and reflections. When Game of Thrones concluded in 2019 after 8 seasons, Kit Harington found himself at a crossroads. The end of the show marked the close of a significant chapter in his life, both professionally and personally. For nearly a decade, Kit had lived and breathed Jon Snow, and the sudden end of that role left a void. The emotional and physical toll of the role, coupled with the intense public scrutiny, had a profound impact on Kit's mental health. In 2019, shortly after the show ended, Kit checked into a wellness retreat to address issues related to stress and alcohol use. In interviews, Kit has been candid about his struggles during this period, emphasizing the importance of mental health awareness and self-care. In an interview with the Sunday Times, Kit reflected on the challenges he faced post-Game of Thrones. It was this moment of what now? I had to confront myself in a way that I hadn't before, and it was tough. However, Kit's openness about his mental health struggles has been widely praised, and he has used his platform to advocate for mental health awareness, especially for men, who often face societal pressure to suppress their emotions. Marriage and family life. One of the most significant aspects of Kit's life during and after Game of Thrones has been his relationship with fellow actress Rose Leslie. The two met on the set of Game of Thrones in 2012, where Rose played Ygritte, Jon Snow's love interest. Their on-screen chemistry translated into real life, and the couple began dating shortly after meeting. Kit and Rose's relationship was the subject of much media attention, but the couple remained private about their personal lives. In 2017, they announced their engagement, and in June 2018, they were married in a beautiful ceremony at Rose's family castle in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. The wedding was attended by many of Kit's Game of Thrones co-stars, including Emilia Clarke, Peter Dinklage, and Sophie Turner. The event was a testament to the close bond that the cast had formed over the years. In 2021, Kit and Rose welcomed their first child, a son. Kit has spoken about how becoming a father has been a transformative experience for him. In interviews, he has expressed his desire to create a more balanced life, focusing on both his family and his career. Moving forward, new projects and career aspirations. After the end of Game of Thrones, Kit Harington continued to explore new roles and opportunities in both film and television. In 2021, he joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe, playing Dane Whitman in Eternals. The role marked a new chapter in Kit's career, allowing him to step into the superhero genre, a departure from the medieval fantasy world of Westeros. Kit has expressed excitement about the possibilities of the Marvel Universe and his character's potential future in upcoming films. His inclusion in the MCU has solidified his status as a versatile actor, capable of taking on a wide range of roles. In addition to his work in film, Kit has continued to return to the stage, expressing his love for live theater. He remains committed to honing his craft and challenging himself with new and diverse roles. Kit Harington's legacy. Kit Harington's journey from a young boy with noble heritage to a global superstar is a testament to his talent, perseverance, and humility. Despite the immense fame that came with Game of Thrones, Kit has remained grounded, using his platform to advocate for causes he cares about, such as mental health awareness and environmental sustainability. His portrayal of Jon Snow will forever be etched in the annals of television history, and his contributions to the world of entertainment continue to inspire fans and fellow actors alike. But perhaps what sets Kit apart is his willingness to evolve, to confront his own struggles, and to continue growing as both an actor and a person. As Kit Harington moves forward in his career, the world eagerly anticipates what new heights he will reach. Whether it's on the stage, in film, or through advocacy work, Kit's legacy is already secure, and the next chapters of his life promise to be just as compelling as those that have come before. In the end, Kit Harington's story is one of passion, resilience, and the enduring power of storytelling. A fitting narrative for the man who brought Jon Snow to life and captivated audiences around the world.